So you might think you're playing it safe because you've got money sitting in a savings account. But what's actually happening is that money is slowly eroding over time, and that's due to inflation. So in this video, I'm going to be speaking about the difference when you just save your money and then when you actually take the leap of faith and actually start investing. I'm just going to use a simple example of what can actually happen when you put that money into an investment property and use that same amount if you were just to save it and what would happen over the next 3 years. So let's get into it. So let's actually have two individuals. We've got person A that's got £40,000 and they're looking to just save that amount. And then you've got person B and they've got £40,000 and they're just going to put that into one investment property. So let's go with person A first. So for the purpose of this example, I'm going to have the inflation at 2%. Now, 2% is very generous because inflation currently is actually at 3.6%. But I'm actually going to give person A the benefit of the doubt. And let's say they just put that into a standard account. Now, what would actually happen? Well, in 3 years' time, so in 2028, that £40,000 would actually be worth £37,690. So it would have gone down in value by £2,310. And that's frustrating because you think you're playing it safe by just putting it into a savings account and not touching it and not putting it at any risk. But actually that money is being wasted away. And the longer you have that money sitting there, the more it will erode with time. Now let's go with person B. So they put that £40,000 into one investment property. So this isn't nothing fancy here. This isn't buying a property, refinancing it. This is something very, very simple. They're going to put that property into one buy-to-let and they're going to purchase a property up north in the northeast and it's going to be giving them a 12% return on investment. So £40,000 invested will get your property around £120,000. And if we get a 12% return on investment on the money deployed, then that will be bringing us £4,800 in profit every single year. And over 3 years, that accumulates to £14,400 in profit. So now you benefit from the cash flow, but actually you could actually potentially benefit from the capital growth as well. So in the Northeast, property prices are expected to grow by 16.4% by 2028. So £120,000 property now in 2028 will be worth £139,680. So that's a near £20,000 uplift in capital growth. So when you total the capital growth, the existing equity in the house, which will be 25% of the property, and then the cash flow that's actually been accumulated over the 3 years, then you'll be left with £64,080. So now let's compare the amounts. So person A, their total amount in 3 years' time is £37,690. And the person B that invested in one investment property up in the northeast has had their £40,000 increased to £64,080. So there is an over £26,000 difference between person A that just saved and person B that just put their money into one investment property. And the example that I've used for person B is a simplistic example where they just put their property into one simple cash flowing property. And actually, person B could be more creative and actually look at strategies where they'd be able to actually refinance and actually pull out either some or their money out of the deal, which would further increase their cash flow and the amount of money that they have. So it just goes to show the difference between when you just save with no actual goal and when you actually invest and make your money work for you. So hopefully this video has helped you understand the difference between saving and investing and what it can actually do to your capital. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, and if you found value from this video or any other video on this channel, then do subscribe as well. And until next time, happy investing.